Since 1957, Maxon has been the leader in liftgate innovations that deliver higher reliability and lower cost of ownership. From the first Tuk-A-Way gate in 1957 to industry-leading achievements like the RC Rail Lift, BMR Column Lift, GPT Premium Tuk-A-Way, the full bolt-on MTB Tuk-A-Way, GPT LR Level Ride Tuk-A-Way, and DMD, the first direct medium-duty rail lift, to the latest advancements in hydraulic and electrical technology that make liftgates smarter and more reliable. Maxon Lift helps you surpass your fleet's efficiency goals. Hello. This presentation will introduce you to the operation and features of the Maxon TE Economic Tuk-A-Way liftgate. The original TE, invented in 1957, revolutionized the liftgate industry. This course is broken down into 4 sections. Section 1 introduces the TE and its numerous features. Section 2 will discuss important topics to consider before operating the TE liftgate. Section 3 will discuss deploying and stowing the TE liftgate, and Section 4 will review popular options. Section 1. Introduction: the TE and its numerous features. Maxon's TE series is a Tuk-A-Way liftgate that combines an economic design with premium performance. Now, let's cover some liftgate terminology. The liftgate is made up of a main frame, which connects to a pair of lifting arms. The lifting cylinder sits in the middle between the lifting arms. The lifting arms connect to a platform with a main and a flip section. Opening and closing of the platform is supported by the platform opener. The platform comes up to the extension plate that is affixed to the bed of the truck. Steps and dock bumpers are affixed to the sides of the extension plate. The operation of the lift is controlled by a molded toggle switch, which powers the pump and motor assembly. Available as options, the gate can also be operated via an additional toggle switch and/or a handheld control that is mounted inside the truck body. The hydraulic pressure is created by a pump, which is powered by the vehicle's batteries. Some vehicles can also have additional auxiliary batteries installed. The TE is equipped with a mechanical locking mechanism that facilitates the secure stowage during transit. The locking mechanism can be operated via a handle on the passenger side of the extension plate. Section 2. Important topics to consider before operating the liftgate. All Maxon liftgates are shipped with an operation manual. This manual should be located in your vehicle or can be downloaded at www.maxonlift.com. It is essential that you read and understand this manual prior to operating the liftgate. Please pay particular attention to the safety and operation warnings found on page 5 of the manual. Incorrect operation of the liftgate can result in serious personal injury to you or other persons in the area of operation. Comply with all warnings and liftgate operating instructions in the manual, and never allow untrained persons to operate the liftgate. The TE series of liftgates has a rated capacity between 1,500 pounds to 3,000 pounds. Check the capacity decal of your particular model for its rated capacity. At no time should you ever place a load on the platform that is greater than the rated capacity of the liftgate. Do not allow any part of your body to be placed under, within, or around any portion of the moving liftgate or its mechanisms. Always consider the safety and location of bystanders and location of nearby objects when operating the liftgate. Stand to one side of the platform while operating the liftgate. Be certain that the area the liftgate will move through during operation is clear of all obstacles. Ideally, position safety cones on the outer edge of the loading area. Keep in mind that there are several potential pinch points. When operating from the ground, stand clear of the platform. If operating while on the liftgate, stand in a safe position away from the edge of the platform while always maintaining 3-point contact. You will also find a series of operations and warning decals on the vehicle and the liftgate. Make sure you read and understand all of these warnings prior to operating the liftgate. Keep these decals clean and legible. Standard material handling equipment such as carts or pallet jacks may be used for loading and unloading. Forklift operation on the liftgate is strictly prohibited. Do not move the vehicle unless the liftgate is properly stowed. Correctly stow the platform when not in use. Extended platforms could create a hazard for people and vehicles passing by. The Maxon TE liftgate will operate smoothly and reasonably quiet. Make note of scraping, grinding, and binding noises, and don't operate the liftgate before a qualified mechanic has rectified the problem. Always follow operating instructions and safety precautions. Never use a cell phone while operating the liftgate, and above all, please use common sense when operating the liftgate. Maxon recommends conducting daily operation checks as part of your pre-trip vehicle inspections. Before you check the liftgate, park the vehicle on a flat surface and set the parking brake. If any of the following operation checks reveal a need to service or repair the liftgate, do not operate the liftgate until a qualified mechanic services or repairs the liftgate. These checks start on page 8 of the operation manual. Before operating the liftgate, be sure to do the following. First, make sure the optional cab cutoff switch is in the on position. Check that the control switch is in place and undamaged. Visually check that the pump cover is bolted on securely and undamaged. Look for hydraulic fluid leaking from the pump box. Visually check for cracks and bends on the extension plate. Also, make sure fasteners are in place and undamaged and that the extension plate is clean. Visually check that all decals are clean and undamaged. Now, lower the liftgate to the ground and open the platform and flip over. Confirm that the mechanical locking mechanism is in place, undamaged, and functions correctly. Check the hydraulic cylinder for leaking seals and hose connections. Follow the hydraulic hoses from the cylinder to the pump box. Make sure that all hoses are connected at both ends and that there are no cracks, chafing, or fluid leaks. Check the mainframe, lift arms, parallel arms, and platform opener for cracks and bends. Make sure rollers on the platform opener roll freely. Also, make sure that all bolts and pins are in place and undamaged. Check all weld surfaces for cracks or breaks, bends, or weld fatigue. Next, check the platform and flip over for cracks, holes, and bends on the load-carrying surface and side plates. Also, make sure that the torsion spring and fasteners are in place and undamaged. Make sure that the platform and flip-over load-carrying surfaces are clean. Check that the optional cart stops are functional and undamaged. With the platform unfolded and raised to bed level, check that the outboard edge of the platform is tilted up above bed level. See Yes illustration on page 9 of the manual. If the outboard edge of the platform is level or below the level line and the platform looks like the No illustration, do not operate the liftgate and have it serviced by a qualified mechanic. Similarly, check that the shackles in the platform tip touch the ground at the same time. See Yes illustration on page 10 in the operations manual. If the tip of the platform is off the ground, see No illustration, do not operate the liftgate and have it serviced by a qualified mechanic. Finally, operate the liftgate through one cycle without a load on the platform. When the liftgate is moving, listen for unusual noises and look for jerking motion or uneven movement on either side of the platform. The only noise you should hear when operating the lift is the sound of the hydraulic pump. If any of the operational checks reveal a need to service or repair the liftgate, do not operate the unit until a qualified mechanic completes the service or repair. Section 3. Operation: Deploying and stowing the TE liftgate. In the cab of the truck, you may find an optional liftgate cab cutoff switch. If equipped, the switch should be in the off position when you are not using the liftgate. To supply power to the liftgate, turn the switch to the on position. Next, release the mechanical lock by pulling the handle on the passenger side of the extension plate and then pushing the toggle switch to the down position till the gate clears the lock. Now, stand to the side, ensuring you have proper clearance of all body parts. Lower the liftgate until it touches the ground, and unfold the platform. Then unfold the flip section. Note that certain platform configurations are equipped with a hook that needs to be released before the flip-over can be opened. Remember to use proper lifting, keeping your back straight. It is recommended to raise the platform off the ground to bring it to a more ergonomic lifting position. Also, utilize appropriate hand protection. If equipped, deploy the cart stops. The liftgate is now deployed and ready for use. When putting a load on the platform, always comply with the following procedures. A load should always be placed as close as possible to the rear edge and center of the platform. A load should never extend past the edges of the platform. Do not place unstable loads on the platform and never allow the load to exceed the lifting capacity of the liftgate. When unloading the vehicle, always push the load out on the platform. Pulling the load from the vehicle to the platform can result in serious injury. Doing so may cause a fall from the platform. Raise the platform by pushing the toggle switch to the up position. Release the toggle switch after the platform reaches bed height. To lower the platform, push the toggle switch to the down position. Always stay in a safe area away from the edge of the platform when riding on the liftgate. Always use 3 points of contact and never jump off the platform. To stow the liftgate, first stow the cart stops, if equipped, and fold the platform flip section over onto the main platform section. Next, fold the entire platform until it rests against the opener arm. Now, using the control switch, raise the liftgate until it reaches the extension plate. Wait a second before releasing the toggle switch after the liftgate has been completely raised so that it is stowed under hydraulic pressure. The liftgate also mechanically locks in the stowed position. Return to the cab and turn off the cab cutoff switch. Now it is safe to operate the vehicle. Section 4. Popular options. Cart stops. Cart stops are a popular option that serve as a barrier on the platform. This feature comes in handy when using carts. When loading the platform at bed level, make sure the cart stops are deployed when platform is still on the ground. To open these, step on the mechanism on the side of the cart stop. Make sure cart stops are closed before moving the load off the platform. To close, push the cart stop mechanism down and lock in place. Additional control switch. Handheld control. Cab cutoff switch. Please see www.maxonlift.com for the complete list of options. As with any piece of equipment, the most important thing to remember is to follow all safety precautions. Always be aware of your surroundings and make sure you are following the operation and safety warnings at all times. Do not operate the liftgate if it is not working properly. Conducting your pre-trip inspections can help you identify problems before you get out on the road. Keep safety in mind by always using proper lifting techniques. Use 3-point contact entering and exiting your vehicle and while loading and unloading. Never jump off the liftgate, and always secure your load as well as lock your vehicle. Keeping these things in mind will ensure proper and safe use. Many thanks for choosing a Maxon liftgate.